Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Long time no see. Go on. Ooh. Making me do a few things here. Looks like it's already done. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Didn't see it at the end there. I didn't add all three. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? It's been a while, so I'm going to be a little rusty, of course. My name's JoeHart. I'm a person with disabilities, primarily invisible disabilities. If I wore one hat, which I do not, I would be an advocate. That includes being a self-advocate for various things about the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, but I also advocate for other people. And usually, when they ask, or when I see something and they don't ask, I go, hey, would you like a little help with this? And if they say no, then I'm like, okay, that's fine. Hello and welcome. Feel free to comment, questions. Thanks. So the WNBA has been off for about 4 weeks. And so I'm just getting back into the swing of things. There's 3 games tonight, 2 at 8 o'clock and 1 at 9 o'clock. And I just do a watch along. Obviously, I can't show the game, of course. But I'm disabled, so a couple of channels were fairly discounted. So I have obtained all the channels, which I didn't think. I mean, I'm cheap as they come, and I'm as broke as they come. So I usually am like, I will not do that. I need to find out how to get this. And this all fell together. Now I'm not saying I'm going to do it every year. They have that new contract, and I didn't look at it real closely, but there seemed to be about the same channels, but maybe a little less. So maybe they're trying to figure it out. But I mean, I think that WNBA are missing a huge opportunity. This is Caitlin Clark. She's still super, super, super hot. She wasn't in the Joe Buddha. Yo, Joe, how you doing, brother? Pretty good. Long time no see. How you doing? Yeah, what have you been up to, Joe? So yeah, the WNBA is just coming back. They shut down for a month, almost a month, 4+ weeks, four minus weeks, 3 weeks and 5 days or something like that. And there was a big hoopla about Caitlin Clark not being invited, and then other stuff happened. By the way, as y'all know, I live stream. I live stream on StreamYard. That's what I'm doing right now. This right here that I'm looking at, that's StreamYard. But one of the features of StreamYard is I can broadcast out to 8 different platforms at the same time. Now I'm having a little trouble with Twitter. He has changed. Elon has changed the features and requirements of it. So I need to buy premium, which I think it's $3 a month or $8 a month, or I don't know what it is, but that happened. And then we were taking off for the Olympics. So I'm like, I'll see if it's worth it later. And I don't know. I mean, $8 is definitely not worth it. I won't do that. But $3 I might do, especially if there's a discount if you buy yearly. But anyway, so tonight it's only going to 5 channels. Why 5? 2 YouTubes, 2 Facebooks. Yeah, LinkedIn didn't get in here for some reason. I didn't see a note from LinkedIn, but I did see 2 messages from Twitter, and for some reason it pulled up all 3 of my accounts. I think I'm hearing a huge thunderstorm outside. I like, as long as everybody's safe. I really like thunderstorms. Anyway, let's see here. So let's do it. Like I said, I'm going to be a little rusty. It's been a whole long time since I've done this. Let's see here. Share. Okay, so let's see. They have screwed this up. You got it right in the way. I'm not sure why they do that. Sorry. Why is it fucking right in the way? Okay, I'm going to do, sorry, some just stuff going on. So the performance from all the American teams were simply amazing, to say the least, during the Olympics. Astounding is a better word. Amen. They did pretty well. They, I'm not a big fan of the coach, but so I would bitch about her and then I'd say, I hope you have a horrible day, but I want your players to win. So, yeah, they did really well. Kalia Copper definitely stepped up. Brianna, Stewie was great every single game except for the last one. She was mediocre. But, Asia Wilson, who I guess is inevitably the MVP for the year. I mean, I think we're about halfway done. I think July 4th was halfway. Days-wise. I don't know about game-wise. Yeah, that was days-wise. So I got to figure that out of when. I don't know total number of games, and I don't know halfway. But anyway, we still have quite a bit left of the season. So, something could happen. But Asia Wilson probably is the WNBA. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Pretty good. It's too bad the 3-on-3s didn't. I loved Erica Hamby. I wish she won. And then she's got this stuff going on. She's still on her one team, I think, the LA Sparks, but I guess she's suing. That's too bad. I just don't like those legal things. But it sounds like she has a point. I guess she got pregnant and she started feeding her baby, and I guess because she breastfed. I don't know. It sounds like she's going to win for sure, but then you make enemies when you sue people. So, yeah, I hope she figures that out. Thomas, amazing. Oh, Alyssa, or yeah, whatever. I know her wife. I always forget her name, but I mean, I always forget. Yeah, Alyssa, right? AT. Thomas amazed me the most. She does a lot of stuff, but it doesn't really show up in statistics. She doesn't get a ton of, but she is, I mean, no one in the WNBA has ever moved Thomas off her space. She can stand, and she's solid, like 210. I think she's 210 or something, or 6'2" or 6'1". She's pretty solid. I should remember, but I don't. But she can just stand there. But in the Olympics, she is one of them. Germany or one of the teams actually knocked her off her space. I'm like, man, who can do that? No one can do that in WNBA. But anyway, yeah, I love her wife. Dewana Bonner, I am in love with. She is so hot. I love her. But they're married, whatever. So Thomas amazed me the most. I really appreciate track because it's raw ability. Reliance only upon yourself is something to be respected. Thomas amazed me the most. You might be talking about a different Thomas. Was it on track and field? Yeah, there was a lot of different names. So, sorry, I didn't. I was still thinking. I was talking about Gabby. Sorry. Gabby Thomas. Yeah, Alyssa Thomas hers doesn't show up into the stats, so I didn't want to just start talking badly about her because you said Thomas. So yeah, Gabby Thomas is a runner, and yeah, there's a lot of politics and everything. I guess there was that one woman, I forget her name, but I loved her. I followed her on Twitter, but I forget her name, but she was supposed to be one of the four on the relay, and then 10 minutes before the call, or 5 minutes before the call, they said, no, it's not you, it's going to be somebody else. So she just, and she was a little upset about that, just that she had to warm up and all that stuff. But anyway, so okay, Thomas amazed me the most. I really appreciate track because it's raw ability. Reliance only upon yourself is something to be respected. Yeah, and gymnastics, and all of them have individuals events and then also team events. But yeah, it is just amazing how she can do that. She I liked them all. I just liked I was talking about Gabby. Sorry, no, that's all right. And then I'm super saturated. I mean, I watched probably 6 to 8 hours a day every single day, so it was a huge hangover for me. But Safani, I don't know, one of the women that's on the Olay, Oil of Olay commercial. I think she runs the 200 hurdles or something. I guess, I don't know, I forget her name. I'll forget all their names, of course. That's what I do. But yeah, that was pretty something else. That was a kind of cool for sure. Panels are an excellent addition to live streams. Boy, I'm thanks, Nightbot. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to try to 7:33. We got to, let's see, present, share screen, standings. And there's something blocking the screen. I don't know what to do about that. So I'll take off, let's see here. Okay. So let's do full screen. Full screen layout. Okay. This is the yeah, let me show my stop screen. Okay, so let's yeah, I'm all over the place. I forget how to do all this stuff. So I wrote a tweet. I spend so many hours on my tweets. Let's see. So yeah, I don't know if you can read that, but anyway, so I split up. This is the standings kind of, but it's just a list of just their wins. So this is, so I did 4 groupings of the teams by wins record. So there's 12 teams, and there were 3 breaks between teams where there was a difference of 3 wins. So it went from 21 to 18, 16 to 13, and 10 to 7. So whenever they had that 3-win break, I made a different group. So anyway, that's the way I did it. So anyway, 4 groupings and teams by wins record. 21 wins, there's only one team, New York Liberty. They're at the top. And then 18, 17, 16 wins, there's 4 teams. Connecticut Sun, and these are in order. You know, Connecticut Sun is second. Minnesota Lynx is third. Seattle Storm is fourth. LV Aces, Las Vegas Aces, they won last year. And people still think they're going to be in it, which they could be. Like, I guess they didn't start off real well. And like in the last 10, you know, so many of these sports, they say last 10 games, what happened? And they're doing much better in the last 10 games than some of the, you know, teams above them. So they might be coming back into it. Anyway, whatever. So, okay, so that's the second grouping. And then the third grouping is 13, 11, 10 wins. And there's only 3 teams, so you can tell who has each win. Phoenix Mercury has 13 wins. Indiana Fever has 11. And Chicago Sky has 10. I didn't, you know, I guess Indiana, Chicago, I guess they always seem to be near each other. I don't think that's good. I wish Fever was higher. But anyway, and then 7, 6 wins. Atlanta Dream have 7 wins, and the other 6 have 6 wins. The bottom 3 teams all have 6 wins. That's, how can you be that so perfectly tied? I don't get that. So anyway, 7 wins, Atlanta Dream, 6 wins. Los Angeles Sparks, Washington Mystics, and Dallas Wings. And so that's kind of what I was going to do for that. Let's USA secured most gold, silver, and bronze. No, I do believe, you know, they it was weird. They were I think that's true. I think that's true. They did what's going on here? You know, at first they started doing like total medals, would have it on top, but we were on top, but China was killing us on gold initially. So they hit it, you know, they made it total golds, total medals instead of just gold. And then slowly we chipped away, and then we got ahead, and then we stayed ahead. So I don't know exactly at the end of the Olympics how we were, but certainly a day or 2 left. We were, for sure we had the most golds, and then I think for the others we did too. So that's pretty cool. I mean, you know, we want to be the powerhouse of the world. And I mean, China, I don't know what do they have? I think they have 2 billion. So, you know, they have 6 times as many people. So golly, yeah, it's raining out there. I want to get out there. So anyway, okay, so let's do the schedule. Yay! Did you hear that lightning? I love storms. They are just so, as long as everybody's safe. I always have to say that. I'll look up the facts real quick. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I don't want to be spouting off incorrectly. Cool, thank you. So we have, what do we have? So, okay, so like I said, there's 3 games tonight. I'm going to go off screen so I can read that stuff. I don't know if y'all probably can't see it as well, but I'll try to get it there. So, okay, so 4, and then, you know, the previous game, let's just go for it. It's the, it's not on there. September 20th. Saturday, September 20th was the last game. It was the All-Star versus the Olympic Stars, and the All-Stars won. The underdogs won. I liked that. This put it in their nose. put the doggy's nose in the poop. Okay, so Thursday, August 15th, that's today. There's 3 games. 8 p.m. Eastern time, there's 2 of them. The first one of the 2 is Phoenix Mercury against Chicago Sky. It's in Chicago, Winthrust Arena, Chicago, Illinois. It appears that Phoenix is a 3-point favorite, and that's on Prime Video. And then the other 8 p.m. is Washington Mystics against the Minnesota Lynx. Who would be Lynx is 8.5-point lead, according to fan. I don't bet. I don't like betting, but I do use their points difference just so I can talk about and realize, how close the 2 teams are. Because, they say on any given Sunday, that any team can beat any other team. And that just, New York Liberty, won the Commissioner's Cup, which was like halfway through the season playoffs, and they won it. And then the next game, like 2 days later, they lost to the 12th place team, the last place team they lost to. And I'm like, how can that be? So anyway, so Minnesota's ahead by 8.5 points. And then the third game, which I'm going to probably just cover the first quarter, if even that. And then I'm going to get off, do the other third game, and then be tweeting the rest, maybe do that for 1 quarter and then be tweeting the rest of the night for all 3 games. So 9 p.m. is New York Liberty. They're number 1. LA Sparks, they're way down there. They're one of the, 10th, 11th, 12th. They all have 6 wins. That's at crypto.com arena, Los Angeles, California. And Liberty is favored by 11.5 points. So there. So let's see here. Let's take that off. What do we got? So let's see here. So, okay, so it's 7:42. I get so stressed out because like in any given month, I can take any given one of my devices, and if I need to get on any of my given TV channels that cover a WNBA, it has 3 different ways to get on. And most of them are, you don't have your password, you can't get on. And so I hate that. I like to get on and be ready and have it sit, but then everything shuts off. If you have it just hovering, it turns off. And I'm like, so sorry about that. Okay, so anyway, like I said, I just wanted to give a shout out to all my live viewers, of course, but also the recorded viewers. But anyway, tonight's a little different. I'm only doing 5 platforms tonight. So there's YouTube Live. YouTube is JoeHart PwD's. And then there's Francis Assistant, my other YouTube account. And then Facebook page, which is JoeHart. And then Facebook profile is JoeHart, and Facebook page is JoeHart Invisible Disabilities. I think that says advocate or association or one of those. And then Twitch. I'm trying to learn a little more about y'all, but feel free to send me some questions or comments or whatever you want. Whatever you want. Holy moly. And, games usually start 3 minutes after the hour. So we have 16 minutes. So we have 19 minutes. That's coming up. And this 4 weeks have been forever. So, okay, let me get some of these things going. I don't know why. And like I said, this let me just step right into the EPSN app, and I have everything. I do really have everything, and it usually I can step in, but not always. Sometimes they're like, no, you can't have that. Okay, what's going on? Come on. Up and coming. Mystics and Links, ESPN3. This event has not yet started. It appears that I have access. I mean, I do. I've paid for everything, but I'm just. It doesn't make sense how I have to do everything differently every freaking time. Then Phoenix and Cincinnati. Watch live. Why is it telling me that? Of course, I want to watch it live. Live programming begins shortly. Oh, mute off. I want mute on. Mute on. Okay, so there's been a couple of woo doggy. Here we go. So Joe Booth, USA, 40 gold, 44 silver, 42 bronze, and 126 other. Yup, our athletes are number one. China is number two with no comparison concerning achievements after gold. Wow, that's amazing. We just kicked butt. It is, it does, I think it was pretty well known that, 10, 20 years ago, China was really, really, really serious. And you needed to perform perfectly. And you were shamed if you didn't. And, it was pretty, and they, they made an income. They weren't an amateur athlete. They were paid athletes, but they better perform. So I think that's why they get gold, but they don't get silver and bronze, because it's like you better do the best. And I'm sure they've lightened up. That one woman. She's not from China, but she was from Chinese Taipei, I think. I forget what company, but I don't know if you saw her there. I guess there was two Italian athletes of some sort that were chewing on their medals, the gold and the bronze, and this little girl, she didn't really know what they were doing, so she turned over to them, and then she turned back and she put it. I mean, it didn't look like she actually bit it, but she kind of touched it against her lip and did it like for a pic, as if it was a picture for the three of them. And then when everybody walked away, she kind of walked away with a smile, and I'm like, wow, y'all know how to smile there. So it was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. She did that. I don't know if I don't know if what happened is explainable, but I hope someone could give her a little indication. So okay, anyway, let's see here. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for getting that information. I really appreciate it. So it does look like currently the Mystics and Links is on my big screen that says this event has not yet started. And it's mute on because we can't play the audio or video. And then my iPad says stay tuned, live programming begins shortly. Now I want to play it on one of my bigger screens. China 40, they are close. Oh, they're tied. Wow, they tied us. I wasn't watching. Certainly a week before it ended, we were ahead by, several. And then 4 days left, we were ahead by several, a couple, I thought. And then somehow they tied us. So, okay, China, 40 gold, 27 silver, 24 bronze, 91 other, just so you have comparison stats. Woo, 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 woo. Wow. Yeah, that is a heck of a drop from 40 to 27, because we just keep plowing. We did 40 gold, and if you don't get gold, you get silver, which is 44, and if you don't get silver, you get bronze, 42. Like I say, China, I think they just you need to perform. I don't know. Who knows if I'm telling that the truth? Okay, I'm going to see if I'm going to be able to do this. I'm not sure if I can. Okay, what is it? 7:50. Let's see. Let's see here. So I'm going to I don't want that. That light's bright, but I have to see my keyboard. Okay, let's see here. So we do share screen. Sorry. I'm tired. I'm sure everybody's tired. Okay, so that will probably be my default screen. That's what it was, a month ago when I was doing all this. But I think a week or two before the Olympics started, I did some trial runs of, the numbers aren't growing spectacularly. And so I, said, what if I tweet it during these games? And that seemed to be far more promising. So I think that's what I'm, like I said, the first few weeks I was covering every game, but for the first few weeks I did the entire game. So I was doing 5 games over one day at 2 or 3 different times throughout the day. So it was, and then again, the numbers didn't go through the roof. So I was like, let's do a quarter and say, if the numbers grow, I might do a half. And if it grows more, I might do the third quarter. And, that's, I'm going to just do a quarter. So, I think I'm going to shoot for doing quarters for each game, or generally. This has 2 games at 8 o'clock. And, they'll be not exactly the exact same, but they'll probably both start at 8:03, or it's usually 3 minutes past the hour. But then, things will be a little different. Ooh. I won't say tied, Joe, maybe for gold, yeah. But all the others, there's no comparison, which I always include. Getting to the podium matters, and we do amazingly well. Sometimes definitely to be proud of. Amen. Yeah, I guess that's my OCD coming out. So yeah, you're right. You're right. The entire package is how you ought to measure them. So, but anyway, so yeah, cool. We're definitely a stronger team, no doubt. A stronger company and country, and we did it. So thank you very much. Okay, so 7:54. I was gonna try to do. I don't think I can do it up there, but let's see here. What's it called? Prime Video. Or it came up, like I said, sometimes they come up real easily. Not the usual typical, but I think I will need to turn the audio off. But then I want to hear it with my And it doesn't matter if I ever figure this stuff out because I won't remember it a week from now. I was like, how did I do that? I clicked on so many things. I just hate that about my learning process. So it says mute site. Because, some of these things, when I've got YouTube.com open all over the place and I mute one, it mutes all of them. So I'm like, no, I can't do that. So I tried to figure out, I think I know how to mute just one screen of all of them. And this seems pretty clear. This Prime Video, it looks like I can mute it only. But I want to hear it. So I wish I could. I'm sure there's a way. I just don't know how to do it. I would love to be able to mute the speaker of what you all would hear and then not mute. So anyway, just to give a shout out to my live viewers and my recorded viewers, I really appreciate everybody. I love everybody. Thank you for coming by. It's good to have a good audience at YouTube, JoeHart PwD, and YouTube, Francis Assistant. And of course at Facebook, we've got the Facebook JoeHart page, JoeHart profile. And then the Facebook JoeHart page, the Invisible Disabilities Advocate. And then also Twitch. Twitchy baby. What do we got? Hello, am I muted? Mute. Am I muted? I don't think I'm muted. Joe, can you hear me? Am I muted? America definitely knows how to produce. America definitely knows how to produce the best. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think that's how I can listen to the speaker. If you can hear me, then that's how I can listen to this. If you can't hear me, can you hear me? Can you hear me? America definitely knows how to produce the best of the best in athletics, male or female. Yes, other nations are good at refining talent as well, but respect to U.S. and everyone. Very enjoyable. It was a hell of an event. We make each other, all of us, better with competition. You're 5x5. I don't know what that means. Does that mean you can hear me? You're 5x5. We make each other, all of us, better with competition. I'm going to assume you can't. Yes. You rewrote the exact same thing. I'm not sure what 5x5 means. I guess that means you can hear me. But what does the 5x5? I'm not cool. I'm not. I'm beat. I'm a 5x5. Sex. S times S times. Don't know what 5 by 5 is. Okay, so now you say yes. So I guess that means you heard me. So I don't need to read that again, I guess. Okay, what do we got? See, no signal. It already turned off. Five by 5. Loud and clear. Really? Okay, then that should be it sounds like if you happen to be here. Oh. Okay, I'm assuming you cannot hear the game. Please tell me you cannot hear the game. But I can't hear it. Five letters, five letters. Loud with an E. Rachel Bannum, Mariah Jefferson, the two newcomers. Okay, so what's going on here? I guess. Why can this not work? Starting lineup. Clea Copper, Sophie Cunningham, Britt Griner, Diana Rossi, Natasha Cloud. Can't read the other ones. Nicola O, Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, Rachel Bannum, someone else. Oh, probably the short little fuck. I mean the. Okay. Well, they're going. Mystics and Lynx is acting like they're not going. Yeah, they've already tipped off. Okay, so I'm not going to use that. Man. I need to hear something. I need to fucking hear something. Okay, there it is. So I'm hearing Phoenix and Chicago on my iPad. I am not hearing it on my big screen. It's not working. Sorry, guys. So Mystics are 11 to Minnesota 7 with 6:57 to go. I couldn't get it to work on ESPN. McBride goes down. Phoenix is 3 to Chicago 0. Okay, where is this fucking shit? You know, I pay, for me, I'm broke and cheap. I pay a lot of money for this stuff, and it just seems to not work. Phoenix is still 5-0 with 8 minutes exactly. So after 2 minutes, Chicago is still scoreless. Mystics has 11. Minnesota has 9. And with Washington has the ball. 6 minutes, 40 seconds. Samuelson tried to do something there. Courtney Williams is tied 11-11. Chicago finally scored, except it went from 1 to 2. Bam! Bam! Allen was hit. Still tied 11-11 with 5:59 now. Woo! McBride almost. Oh no, that was Bridget. Bridget almost blocked. I almost stole it, but she blocked it out of bounds. I like Bridget. Williams shoots, misses. Washington, it's still 11-11. Nothing has happened. Phoenix has 11. Chicago has 2. 7 minutes, 9 seconds left. $7:09, 11-2. Woo! That looks like a good show. Okay, Minnesota's finally ahead, 14-11. Washington has the ball. 5 minutes left. Washington missed. McBride got the rebound. Carlton throws it to 8. Uh-oh. Woo! That's a great movie. I cried a couple times during that movie. That was phenomenal. Okay, so there's both off the clock. You know, they're not, it's a timeout. They're doing Fruity Pebbles at the Target Center. I don't know what that means. T-shirts and stuff. Okay, so Phoenix is back on the court. Chicago's got the ball. They shoot a three, misses. Maybe I got the teams wrong. So Phoenix is white. Phoenix is white. Chicago is blue. So Chicago's bought the ball. They still have 2 points with 6:28. Nafisa Collier. So, okay, Mystics 13, Minnesota 14 with 4:27 to go. Uh-oh. Shy Barbie. Minnesota. Let's see here. Washington's red. Minnesota's blue. Red, white, and blue are the three color choices in the first two games. Heidemann comes in. I like Heidemann. Chicago's up to 7 points. So Phoenix 15, Chicago 7. The time is stopped at 5:08. Diamond to Shields. Okay, Minnesota's got the ball. They're ahead by 1, 14-13. They're going around the three-pointer. McBride passes. Oh! Hines Allen almost stole it, but she didn't need to. It was a poor pass. Evans gets us 3. 18-7. Phoenix 18-7. Chicago's got the ball. They cross halfway. 17 on the shot clock. 4 minutes and 14 seconds. 3. Cunningham misses. Oh, steal! Oh! They had 2 easy shots and they missed them both. Chicago. Copper pump fake. 20-7. Come on, Washington, get back into the game. So Washington shot a couple times and missed. Time has stopped. Oh, it's going now. Minnesota just got over halfway. Number 8 passes. 2, 6. Okay, there's a minute 59 left in the first one quarter and 3:17 in the other. And I'll probably head out so I could get ready for the third game. Woo! Missed it. Seems like these scores stay forever. It's still 13-14. Minnesota's ahead. They shoot. They made it. So it's 16-13. Diamond. Chicago's still trying to get it up. They finally do. 20-9. Say hi to Heidemann. I love her. Yuha's missed it. Uh-oh. Fast break. So they got 56 seconds to go. Minnesota's ahead by 1 point. Washington got within 1 point. They won't get the last shot. They have 12 seconds. Ooh, missed. Come on, Washington, get it. Oh, shit. That Van Loo? I like her. Or Sloot. What's Sloot? Oh, yeah, Sloot's the next game. I knew all the games, and many don't know baseball started with females. Just saying. Whoa. You mean when it was invented, it was women that were playing? Wow. All right, so it's got 24 seconds left. 20 on the shot clock. Washington will get almost last shot, but don't lose it. Minnesota stole it. They got 13 seconds. None on the shot clock. Diamond Miller trying to go for a three-pointer. She throws it in. That was a late whistle for a foul. Yorich. I forget how to say her name. That was a pretty strong hit. Okay, so Phoenix has 25, Chicago 9, a minute 20 to go in the first quarter. So there's 3.6 seconds left for Mystics in Minnesota. Minnesota's on the foul shot. She shoots it. She makes it. So they're ahead by 2 points, 17-15. Jorhaas, I think is their name. You don't say the J. Juhas. She gets a second, and she makes it. So they're ahead by 3 points with 3.6 seconds. Now, okay, so that quarter is now over. So, yeah, thanks, man. So this other game, it's got 46 seconds. I might head out pretty soon after these 2 quarters are done, just so I can get a little more focused again on the third game. That got me kind of flummoxed for when I couldn't get ESPN to work. It told me it was going to win. It's funny, these dancers. These senior dancers, they are so funny. I think all 12 teams do that. Okay, Chicago's on the foul line. She shoots, misses. 35 seconds to go. There's one more possession after them, at least. 28-10. They're driving in. Phoenix. Turner. I don't know, Turner. 0? What's that? Phoenix and Chicago. (21) Brianna Terry. It didn't look like it looked like 0 did it. Okay, here's Taurasi again. She shoots. I think she missed the first one. So it's 29-10 with 22.7 seconds. Wow, that's pretty wild. They shoot. They make it with 4 seconds left. So Chicago goes to 12. So so the time stopped with 2.7 seconds. Phoenix 30, Chicago 12. 2.7 seconds. Oh, my goodness. Jabuda. Cool, man. Thanks. Woo, big shot. So the quarter just ended. Phoenix 30, Chicago Sky 12. God, 1 quarter, they scored 12 points. Ooh, that's not good. Whew. Yeah, I need to reset. Those are pretty funny commercials. All right. So Joe says I'll go over these 2 real quick before I head out. Joe says, and many don't know, basketball started with females. Just saying. Whew. Yes, the origin of b-ball is rooted in women's sports. Yeah, my mind is shot tonight, but I don't remember. I get told things and then I forget. And I thought the guy who invented, basketball, I forget, anyway, I've been told and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I might remember that, but I never do. But I think he's Scottish or anyway, he designed it like in Connecticut, somewhere near me, I think Connecticut or something. And he put these baskets like on the wall. But anyway, yeah, I always assumed it was men that he was playing with. I don't know what school he was at, but he invented it. And That kicked it all off for people to make millions of dollars. So now I see Mystics and Minnesota. It says second, 8:29. I guess they've already started second quarter. Oh, yeah. There is no break really between first and second quarter. So Minnesota 23, Mystics 15 at 8:29. They're taking a timeout. So they're ahead by 8 points. Washington started so good, and then they poof. So, okay. So, yeah, I think I'm going to head out and get a snack or something and get something to drink and try to get reset. Because the third game, oh, shit, 8:20. Yeah. I think my stream on that starts at 8:35. But anyway, it's going to be 3 games for at least an hour or, almost an hour. So it's going to be pretty wild to be doing 3 games at once. Cool. Thanks, man. Woo! I think that's what those are. And hearts. My eyes aren't the best, and my screen sucks. My laptop doesn't show up very well. So I think thank you, Joe. All right, man. Anyway, it's good to see everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being the recorded viewers. And yeah, we'll just get back in the swing of things. Like I said, I might transition toward just tweeting all games and then do it that way. Because I'm also trying to become a live media person at these games, but that's not, because of Caitlin Clark, everybody wants to do that. But I've been doing it for 15 years. But anyway, yeah, hopefully I can get in there pretty soon. I've already been to 4 games this season, and there's 3 coming up in about a week or so. So get loud meow. Get loud meow. I think they mean now. Is that what the word play is? Okay. All right, man. Well, Joe, thank you very much. And I'll see everybody later. And yeah. Thanks again, Joe. See ya, everybody. Thank you for live viewers. Thank you for the recorded viewers. I appreciate all of y'all. And please get in touch with me. You can do it on the YouTube. You can write a note on the video, or you can write a note in my community, or my stuff's pretty much all over the place. You can tweet. I prefer getting a tweet. That's the best way to get in touch with me. JoeHart Inc. But that's out there. That's on the YouTube page. All my stuff is there. So anyway, okay, so Mystics, what do we got? No score. They have no score. There it is, 23-14. They shoot, they make it. So Mystics went up to 17. They're within 6 points, 8 minutes, 6 seconds. All right. Y'all take care. I'll talk to you later. See you, Joe. Thank you for all your help. Woohoo!